I'm going to give you your trading plan to keep it simple, repeatable, that you can do it consistently and get on the road to taking payouts. It's all going to start with scalping. Now, with many things, hesitation with scalping particularly could be the make or break of a trade that we sometimes miss moves if we don't get a specific price or in this range. Because let's say the move only has 15 points in it. If we're getting in 6 points late from that original idea and now our stop loss is wider, there's not really a great risk reward left for this move that we missed it. We have to wait for the next one. But missing that move can lead to FOMO, and now we end up jumping in anyways at the top or at the bottom, depending on if we're long or short. And now we're just chasing bad setups. The price already happened. We missed it. We'll look for the next setup because there is such thing as this is too late. This isn't a good price anymore for this scalp. If we're scalping, we're looking to get in and get out, catch a little piece of the move. If most of the move has already happened, there may not be much left to go grab. Then missing those moves, chasing out of FOMO can very easily lead to anger, which is just going to lead you to taking trades that have nothing to do with any strategy, no thought process. You're just mad and you want to try to make money out of this move with no plan behind it. So many times it's price plus timing. If you see my Futures 2.0 course on ASFX TV, the VWAP strategy comes very much down to price and timing. Many times I say, I think this is going to be a good price to buy it at today. I just don't know if this is the right time to do it. I think we could probably get a pullback, buy it at this price later on when it's more safe after a pullback, a better stop loss, all those good things. We'll see it here. This is a case in point. This red circle here is the first break outside open range high. I do not want to chase that price. Sometimes if I chased it a little bit higher, maybe up here, that would be an example of, well, now you're too late, right? If you buy it at this red circle somewhere along that open range high, you definitely can scalp some money out in that move, no doubt about it. But if you catch it a couple minutes late, now you're kind of halfway through the move, if not towards the end of it. Yes, it goes higher from your price, but did you close it up there? Probably not. You probably wanted to see it go even higher. You let it turn back around and then it loses. So there is such thing as you were too late for that specific scalp. Now, it's not that I don't like this price. It often doesn't run very far, which this one didn't relatively to the rest of the day. Let it pull back. I could buy it at that price, similar down here, at a different time and make way more money, way more move, way more profit, straight profit, however you want to cut it. That's just a safer time to play that price, and you could scalp that up and you could see, not that you want to get over exaggerated with it, but if you buy it anywhere late, 5-10 minutes into this trade, you could still make money out of it because the move isn't close to the end. Where we're at these first breaks, the move doesn't extend very far. So you're kind of playing with fire by chasing those moves higher because you don't know how much more it wants to run before pulling back here. Look at this one, same thing. If you buy it on this first break, that's really the only price that pays. If you wait one more minute and you're buying it up here, what do you get? 5 points of follow through? What are the odds you close it up there? Probably not great. So then it comes back down. Maybe it doesn't even stop you out, but you just went in from profit to drawdown. So now how are you feeling? Who knows? Or if you could just wait originally, buy it at that same price, just maybe 20-30 minutes later, it's pure profit. It runs further, less stressful, and it's the better time to play that price. So scalping comes down to very much not just price, but the timing that you're trying to play that price and how much more move there is to be had. This was just recently. I already made a video on this YouTube channel. It's the same premise. First break of opening range low. It runs 3 more minutes. So if you're a minute late, you're getting in pretty much at the bottom of that move. No follow through. So I don't want to be in this move here and then get caught with no follow through. Let it pull back. I'll sell it at that same exact price later on. Now, of course, this one didn't just run immediately, but it is that price that does pay. So it's the same thing with any trade. We're not always going to be perfect. This is the price that pays. This is the same price here, and this is the same price here. That is the price that pays. The timing of it, now we could say looking back at it, was ready to go right then and there. We don't know that going into the trade. We figure it's going to be here. We happen to be a little bit early, but we're still able to make money because we played the price at a good time with a good stop loss at structure. Happy days. Now looking at the next one here. Last one in line with the 15-minute, but it's the same idea. This one's a quicker one of rather than selling at this very bottom, let it pull back. You can get a better price and better timing when it's more ready to follow through fully than chasing it down here. Yes, you probably make money regardless, right? If you sell it here, stop loss up there, you're going to make money. But how did you react in that trade when your first 4 minutes were a straight drawdown? Only you would know. Maybe you handled it well. Maybe you didn't handle it well. I personally don't want to handle drawdown if I don't have to. So I want to play the safer timing of the trade, which is going to be this right here. So now your new plan, right? This is a simple one. If you're struggling, or if you're doing all right, you're taking maybe some payouts here and there, but inconsistently, a new challenge for you just in the short term, try it out for the next 2 weeks at least, if not a month. Be patient with it, stick to long term. 2 weeks is not a long time. You're probably going to end up spending more than 2 weeks practicing if you don't listen to me, and then you try something else that doesn't work either. You're just going to waste a lot more time. Whether you just suck it up and try this out for the next short term, 1 to 2 trades per day. Looking something like this, where I'm telling you what price to buy it at or sell it at, but also the timing to do so and not just be chasing moves. That's the first one. Only 1 to 2 per day. You're going to feel handcuffed. You're going to feel like you're missing out on gains. I do not care. This is a challenge and this is an experiment for yourself to help you get confident in yourself, and it's going to probably make you more money anyways, but just something you need to stick to. Don't worry about anything else. Only trade when the trend is clear, not when it's kind of there. I think it wants to come in. The trend is easy. It's visible. You know what side you want to be trading on with full confidence. And then we need it to be off a key level. All these markers went off of opening range low, opening range low, opening range high, New York VWAP. Needs to be off a key level. Could other setups make money? Of course, they always will. I don't care. I'm looking for my specific play. I don't care what everyone else is trading. They can make their money over there. I'll make it over here. Off a key level, in trend, I'm going to have a max daily loss set in. If you're trading with top 1 futures, it's on Project X. They have the filter in there where you go into your privacy rules and you set in a max daily loss. That way, you can have these big red blow up days that set you back days, if not weeks, because you had a nice solid Monday through Thursday. Friday, you went off the rails, you gave it all back plus some, and now we got to spend all next week just trying to get some of it back. So put the guardrails in that you're having a max daily loss in. So on your worst day possible, you can't lose more than, let's say, $1,000, right? And then tomorrow, if we trade really well, we can make 1,000. That way we're in the game. We snap back from it in one day, not multiple days or weeks of good trading to make up for one poor day, setting a max daily loss. Another thing, people are going to feel like they're missing out on gains. They're leaving money on the table. I do not care. We're trying this for the short term. You're either full in or you're full out. None of the trailing your stop loss, no tailing, taking size off and trailing it, moving stops to break even. Just full in, full out. Get the confidence of snagging a full winner, full size. Don't be taking 80% off of the trade, moving stop to break even, getting tagged on the rest. Well, now we just have a less than 1R winner. Now the next time we lose, it's going to be bigger. For the short term, if you're in it, great. When you get out of it and take profit, get full out. You're going to leave money on the table. That's just fine. We're not going to call the top anyways. Same thing when you're in drawdown. Don't get psyched out and scared of maybe I should piece myself out of here so I don't take a full loss. Leave it alone. If you watch Futures 2.0, like I said, I'll tell you where to put the stop loss. It's where you need it to be to truly be invalidated. That if you're in drawdown, technically it's still alive. Technically you can still like that trade, that you should not be playing with it until you get stopped out. So just let it do its thing. So that way you don't pull yourself out of potential winners too soon and then just see it come back in your way. All right, the second and the last one, don't fight the New York VWAP. For anyone that doesn't know, the New York VWAP is this black VWAP anchored from the 9:30 New York Open. You can see all the shorts come underneath it, right? You could have shorted it there, right? Just to keep it simple with our strategy, though. Underneath New York VWAP for shorts and above New York VWAP for longs here, right? And another thing I could throw in there, don't fight the New York VWAP. I also made a YouTube video about it. Read the slope of it. For longs, I want the New York VWAP to be rising. So that way there's actually some trend in it and not just a sideways one, which you could argue here. It's a little bit flat, which is why it took a little bit of time to finally drop because it wasn't curling over with a lot of sellers in it. So keep that in mind as well. And the last one, don't fight the 15-minute daily VWAP, which is on this one here on the left side. Same thing, just anchor to the start of day on the electronic trading hours on the 15-minute. You can see we're clearly looking for shorts on this one because we're underneath it. So when you can get underneath it on the 15 and underneath the New York on the 1 minute, perfect. Off a key level, 1 to 2 per day, easy peasy. Stick to the long term, stay professional throughout it. Just try to do it to prove to yourself that you can stick to a set of rules for a week or two, right? It's not even I'm trying to maximize gains and make the most amount of money in these next 2 weeks. Of course we are. But just almost do it as a challenge for yourself to say, you know what? I said I was going to do these 7 things, 8 things, and I did it. I'm proud of myself. Now I have confidence to control my emotions, to control my actions. Now I feel pretty good about my emotional control and my stability. Let's keep going, right? I don't care if, I could have made 7,000 if I just tweaked that and that and that. Don't care. Stick to what's simple, stick to what's consistent, repeat it, look to scale it in the future once you get your foundation set, all right? So this is your new trading plan. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions about anything else, and keep me updated on how you're following this plan and how it's working out for you. I always love to hear how you guys are doing, how you guys are progressing. But other than that, trade safe. I'll see you guys on the desk tomorrow morning.